With all the announcements we've had for the new Harry Potter series, the first one we got was actually John Lithgow as Dumbledore. And it came as a little bit of a surprise considering he's not a British actor, but a lot of people, myself included, thought, you know what, you throw some hair on him, put that beard on him. John Lithgow already does a great British accent. We know that. I think that that could work as long as he's around long enough for the entire series. Well, we finally got the first official pictures of John Lithgow as Dumbledore. I got to be honest, looks pretty good. Looks pretty darn good as Albus Dumbledore. And I don't know if this one is actually supposed to be while they're shooting or not. It looks like he's about to die from the drink of despair or something. Or if he's just exclaiming as some waves are coming in. And I got to tell you, it's so frustrating to see some of these things behind the sets of what they're filming because so much of it is straight out of the damn book, which is exactly what everyone should want, which is exactly what we should expect, which is exactly the thing that we should see. But what makes that frustrating is to know how dirty they did Snape, Black Snape. But obviously, we haven't seen those pictures yet. I'm just talking about the ones that we've seen here so far. And when you look at, here's one thing I don't understand. I don't understand why he's on the beach. That's one thing I don't get, but I actually think he looks really good. Now, I'd like for most of the time I see Dumbledore, maybe a lighter colored robe, not too often the dark shades, but who knows? Who knows what else we'll see? But I think he looks pretty fucking good. He's got the half moon glasses. If only they could have this much attention to detail with everything in this series. Now, what I mean by I don't understand why he's on the beach is I don't know what they are filming. There's nothing from the first book that they would be filming right now that makes sense for this. Now, with that being said, certainly there's room to expand on some stuff. Like there are things that happen in Sorcerer's Stone that you don't have Harry Potter's viewpoint for. For instance, we do know that they've recorded Dumbledore with Nicholas Flamel. So we know that Dumbledore has been in contact with Flamel to get the Sorcerer's Stone. And we know that he's in contact with Flamel to make the decision to destroy the Sorcerer's. We know those things happen during this book. We just don't have Harry's viewpoint of it. So I'm perfectly cool with them including a lot of that shit in there. I don't know what this is. And I mean, I could speculate, I suppose, but there's nothing I could speculate that makes too much sense. Maybe he's overlooking when the Dursleys are going to their little cottage in the sea and he's keeping track of them as they're going. And maybe Hagrid will meet him here and he's go, Hagrid, go get Harry. I don't know. Maybe I'm forgetting something, which I don't think is likely, but I do not know what this beach scene is. Either way, I do think that John Lithgow, the first glance that we see as Dumbledore, looks pretty fucking good.